Okay. Give me one moment. I'm a minute earlier. I know. There's a reason for it. I. He just back it up. Boys, would you like to see some of my art projects that I have? Like I'm down to share it on stream, especially right now. If I click on the right clip studio. That is. Okay, here we go. Transition. Bam. So this is just all the ones I have on my computer. And yeah, I'm using the PNG right now. Because I forgot to set up the 3D. Give me one moment while I do bring up the 3D one. Some of these are very, very old. Like, this is old. I had to pull it from my little cloud thing here. Give me one moment. Bam. Eon. That's not the right one. That's also not the right one. I'm trying to like pull it over. So y'all can like just see the actual stuff. You'll see part of Andromeda behind it, but so I actually had to pull these from the cloud because I was doing stepping on the keyboard. You know better. So all these different like this, and this. Hold on. This here all belong to my character. My little 3D model here. This here, this is the fishnet that's on my character right now. This is the fishnets that you see, you know, right on my stomach here. You know? There's my little eyeshadow, and then I don't know what this is because it looks like it's blank. But everything's like all different. But my cloud, bam. Is it showing my cloud properly? Sort of. There we go. Click the wrong thing. My little mongoose. Peaches. I did this. Oof. I also did this one. These are my proudest ones. I just say, I think I did better on the first ones than the second time. I made the fucking second eyes look fucking terrifying. You should see my mom. Trust me on this. There we go. Let me open this up. So the first time that I played Dragon Age. Is it showing this still? No. Okay. I need to figure out which clip studio it is that I need to show. There we go. This one. So the first time I played Dragon Age. Is that? Okay. The first round of Dragon Age that I did. These were all my characters' eyes and their tattoos that they had. If they had them, you know? I made their eyes on this one when I try to make them look real. Very creepy. Also, it looks like I changed her color. Color a bit. Oh yeah. My stuff when I first started doing it was very anime, lean more towards the anime style, because that's what I actually started drawing as anime. Oh, let me see. We all had to get our starts somewhere. Where is? I did this as a joke. I pretty sure I posted the this video to my YouTube. I am pretty sure of that. I think it's this one. Nope. That is my fishnet, but that is not the right one that I wanted to open. You're gonna see me open up a lot of them. Trust me, it's hilarious. Do I? Yes, I do. Peaches, don't you coo at me. You're gonna try and jump from the bottom of there to the top of that cabinet. It's a no-no. Actually, let me see. I think the best way to actually like look at stuff would be Where would be... That's not it. This like... Here we go. A lot of the stuff that I have saved isn't actually saved to Clip Studio. I should change that, but... Hey! Bad. Where's... Here we go. I think this is the one that I want. Right? No. Nope, that's the wrong one. Do not save. Um... A baby? What? Oops. Oh, well, that's some of the art that I did. Do not save. On to the game! Also, I have food that I was just letting here get cold. Oh. I have used it. It's awesome. And my god. I think I will do a drawing stream. But I don't know what to draw because it's like a lot of people don't like certain things. And I think Her actually asked me a while back. Because I don't really post I don't post a lot of my art. He goes, "You post a lot of cute art stuff." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you post, is that all your art?" I was like, "Nope." He goes, "How come you don't post other stuff?" I was like, "Because some people don't like it. They like cutesy stuff." Peaches, you will leave that box alone. Do you hear me? So I'm always scared of what I should make. But onto the game. true. Oh. Peaches! Get out of there! What'd you almost forget? Oh, do I have them? Is it bad that I forgot my own commands? Peaches, go lay down. There you go, Mongoose. Of course. I'm now guessing that maybe I should have just clicked on it to let this go through and then showed my art, you know? But I'm not gonna lie, I've been meaning to play The Sims. Cause I have a lot of legacies and stuff to do. But a notification made me stop and wait and put all my Sim games on hold. At least for The Sims 4. In the for one of the packs, it is causing corruption in save files. I've looked at it and I thought about it, and I would be interested to at least try it out. Just to try it. But and all I thought was, if I touch that, all my save file, the save file that I play will all be gone. And I was like, nope, fuck that. And I told my mom, and I go, do you know how many kids I have in the 100 baby challenge to restart over again? Fuck it. Not even a chance I'm gonna do that.
Ryder, could we talk a moment? There you are. I was wondering, when you found the Solarian Ark, was anything strange? Out of place?
You mean besides the Exalted Krogan, the relics, and getting jabbed in the neck? Why are you asking?
Because a few hours ago, we received this.
Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Solarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
That's all. Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
Now that I think about it, a Kett armada just stumbling across the Solarian Ark seems a little convenient.
Coincidences do happen, though when you put it like that. I'll put the coordinates for this meeting in the nav computer. I suppose there's no harm in making sure.
Ryder, how are you? Busy, expect like the rest of us. But it's no self feat to have so many Pathfinders back at the Nexus. We shouldn't lose sight of that. When you're next on the Nexus, come by Pathfinder HQ and we'll celebrate properly. Pathfinders only. Oh. So I'm pretty sure if we touch this, this will take us to Meridian. So let's not touch that. Right? Go to Evolve. Yes, voicing can be my +1. Let's go ahead and go to Havana.
Entering atmosphere, LZ in sight.
Good. Hold on. No, I'm good.
Nice work.
I have chicken patty that I cut up into some mac and cheese.
Those are the coordinates we were sent.
That thing about the Solarian Ark?
Boop.
If there's truth to it, we should know. Ambush! Surprise! It was a setup.
Let's look around. They might have left something. From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Solarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salen Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
Just say assassinated people.
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
A lot of people came to Andromeda for a fresh start.
I'm sure I'll enjoy mine when I find it. Let's be frank. There are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Ket. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Hager help you with this?
Hager's too green to be corrupt, but his team's another story. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
All right, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a Ket who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the Ket, that would prove he's the one.
What's the standard punishment for Ket collaborators?
Most people would settle for an angry mob, but I like to think justice made the trip out here. Remember Dr. Adden's equipment and his Ket contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
Had to be down here. jetpack would be fun.
Leaving Avarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
All systems green.
Not gonna lie, I feel like we're being tricked. Like, not like there's
Beginning approach.
someone did, you know, help give the Solarian Arc up to the cat. That I believe.
Vold orbit is steady.
But I'm also I also don't trust really anyone that my writer meets. Who should we bring with us? We have Jal, and now who else? Hmm. I don't think we've done Korra in a while.
Approaching the LZ.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Why is there like... That's so weird. Hmm.
That's Techix, according to my map.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Taking prepaid and registered orders only. No.
This must be Dr. Adams' workspace, the one the STG agent is investigating.
You, the Pathfinder. Is it true? Can you talk to the old machines?
You mean the Remnant?
I'm no threat to them. Never have been. Tell them to stop hurting me.
Why would the Remnant come after you?
I dig for useful things around the pillars. Good tech. Machines always left me alone until now.
Did they injure you or just chase you off?
They chased me and I slipped on the ice. That hurt.
The Remnant are dangerous. Keep your distance from their territory and you'll be safe.
Safe and poor. I don't sell the tech I dig up. I don't eat. Thanks for nothing.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Adam's experiments.
The agent mentioned a Kett handler, too.
The Angara always seem to be hugging someone or punching them. Do you get sick a lot?
Maybe. Illness is a private matter. We never speak of it.
Really? No sick days? No starve a fever, nurse a cold?
It's suddenly very hot in here.
Cat, right where that agent sent us!
They're not going to talk peacefully!
Wait, is this where it sent us? Nope.
Let's get a scan.
On approach!
Got Cat! That STG agent was right. This cat was Dr. Adams' contact. get a scan.
I think I understand now why the Asari are such a force in your galaxy.
Things are different in Andromeda. I forgot that for a while.
Cora, never be ashamed that you put your faith in others. In order to learn, we must open our hearts. What else is there?
Pretty sure the AI rulebook doesn't insist the Pathfinder always gets to drive.
If you want to drive, then drive.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. This cat has a Milky Way comm device implanted. Particle vibration on the transmitter resembles Solarian encryptions.
Resembles doesn't prove much. The Ket could have found the implant on the Solarian Ark. Best leads on Aden's betrayal, and they're both circumstantial.
Can't hang him for that.
How about we talk to Hager about this back on the Nexus? He might have something.
Have you?
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Not touching.
Ew. What was that? And why did it sound like that? Why am I touching things on icky? I'm supposed to see another one. There we go. Give me one moment while I bring up the thing. There we go. Hello.
Fold orbit is steady.
Alrighty. See you later. Okay, so
This is not what I signed.
Hi, Devil. How are you doing?
The first child born to a Milky Way species in Helios. The healthy human baby, born on a shuttle in space, is a welcome bit of good news after so many lives lost out here. This is HNS.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating. Arc Parchero advises stasis revival protocols are proceeding.
Freaking Fortnite.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be.
Ah, Ryder. Grab a seat.
So yes, after that, the Ket tightens security. I've only just got back.
They must be afraid you're close to figuring out exaltation.
A comforting thought.
It's satisfying to wipe that smug look off Ket faces.
I meant to thank you for the star maps.
Oh, of course. I'll be charting the Scourge for a while, though Ryder's data from the vaults is helping.
I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
You're still looking for stasis pods?
And finding them. Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor, and figure out how to prepare them.
I don't think this is a job you can prepare for. You live it, and do your best.
There's only one way to find out what kind of Pathfinder you are.
Ha. Guess so.
For now, friends, I need your help. The first wine bottled in Andromeda, sent back to the Nexus.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Seemed worthy of our first proper meeting together. If we have a toast.
To the great adventure and all the mysteries waiting for us.
Let's go.
Hydroponics reports on.
Ah, Ryder. Your pilot said you were helping Major Salen Vaughn with an investigation into Dr. Adden.
You know Salen?
Only by reputation. One of STG's finest back in the day. I tried to help him with Adden, but sort of stalled.
What do you make of Salen's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It doesn't seem possible, but there's so much that doesn't fit otherwise. I reached out to ARC leadership, the ones who woke up first, but they keep putting me off. I had an idea, but it might not be completely legal.
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of those ARC officers, Rand Lon, has an apartment here. If he's busy, he won't be around. And a quick scan wouldn't hurt anything. Just see what's there.
Hello?
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Let's go
After a
talk
high-profile
to,
exile, Krogan are returning to the Nexus. The Krogan have been welcomed back into the initiative after officials accepted their push for equal status. Clan leader Nakmor Morda welcomed the support and resources New Tachanka will now
new memory,
Ryder,
Sam.
one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
What was it Gian Garson said? The code word is Fulcrum?
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
What could that be?
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel.
That's Garrus's father!
I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's
I
word for it.
have.
Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And it's heaven. So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
They will keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home. We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam,
Yes, Pathfinder?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right.
You know, I always forget that.
Sam, transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
Sam, this is the best news I've heard in a long time.
It is indeed cause for optimism, although Alec did not want to raise hopes prematurely. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name, Elizabeth Riley.
Still ER.
So this was Dad's plan.
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Scott could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Now we know what Gian Garson meant. That something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reapers' return was imminent.
I'm gonna say this here now. I know they're coming out with the next Mass Effect, and it's gonna have Liara, which means it's gonna take place back in the Milky Way, which is where I'm gonna state this. You fuckers better do right on this game. Those fuckers better do right on this game. Three endings to 3. There are 3 endings that you could get. If they're gonna retcon all 3 of them just so that there's only one main true one, I'm gonna be pissed. Because that is not right. Three different endings to Mass Effect. You have the control of the Reapers, the destructions, or the ability to make, you know, combine both machine and human. It is not, because Liara is there. Technically, yes. So it would happen after the Reapers. Either after the thing with the Reapers ended. So, or it could be during the time that Shepard was, you know, out cold. It could be those, what, it was like, what, 2 years? Was it that Shepard was out? A year and a half, 2-ish? You know? But in the end, there are 3 endings that they gave us. And that was awesome. No one liked those endings because it was bullshit. No one liked the endings. Mostly because the one where you combine, I think, you give up your life. Shepard gives up their life. You know. Because it basically gave us one or the other. Control or delete. Or the middle option. There's no right or wrong. It's just morally gray. But I don't think they were all bad. A lot of people do, though. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying a lot of people do, though. A lot of people do think that they're all bad endings. So much so that someone made a mod for an actual true ending to Mass Effect. Yes, someone remade the ending of Mass Effect and made it into a mod for people so that they could do that one instead. Because no one liked the options. Hence why I say a lot of people don't. I get the options. We're there to, you know, point it out. Throughout the entire thing, it's either control or destroy. But I don't know if I would. Here's the thing. They retcon so much in Dragon Age for Veilguard. As much as I love the game, I hate that they retcon a lot of the shit. The main choices should have been like, you know, like, I may play it just to test it out. And thing is that I wouldn't play it on my own. I would stream it. Just so y'all get my actual honest reaction out of it. Because I didn't do that with Veilguard because I couldn't stream Veilguard. Now, though, I can. So y'all will actually get the actual reaction out of me. But I was so excited to see characters in Velgard. And it was so awesome seeing characters come back or hear about them vaguely. Because that's what you do. I am pissed at what they did in Velgard. I am honestly upset with how they ended it. How everything is done for. And I do believe that this is the last Dragon Age that they will make. Because no one liked it. Hands down. People said it was good in the beginning, but that's because they love Dragon Age games. My thing is, I liked it, but my only issue is that they retcon a lot of choices that we made. Big, important choices. That is my only issue with the game, is that they retcon a lot of choices. They retcon a lot of lore as well. Because they did give us Tosh. I will allow that. But the lore that was there in the very beginning was just gone. Solas, also known as the Dread Wolf. The Dread Wolf was only known as a trickster. Nothing else. That is all we knew from Dragon Age 1 to the Inquisition. He was the trickster god. He was Loki, basically. The lies and everything else that they were telling us about in Velgard, about what he is, that has only ever come up in Velgard. So either Dalish, where we first hear about the Dread Wolf and origins, either they lost completely all information about the Dread Wolf and only known him as the trickster god who imprisoned the actual gods. Maybe that's it. But in 2 and Inquisition, we start learning more and more. And in Inquisition, we actually do. And Solas doesn't actually correct us about his title as the Dread Wolf, the god of trickery. In Velgard, he does say that he is the god of trickery, lies, and stuff. So it's just... Oh, can we also talk? The new Skyrim game. Not Skyrim game. Elder Scroll game. I should say that, because not technically Skyrim. It's Oblivion. The remastered version. I will state this. I do want to play it. I tried playing Oblivion, when I first saw it, which wasn't that long ago. Let me tell you that. I do have Oblivion. I have it on my Xbox. I tried to play it, and I think I got so turned around in it that I got so confused, and I just said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so confused. So, I then went back to instantly playing Skyrim again. I was so confused when trying to play Oblivion the first time. I do want to try playing it though. I want to get the remaster and play it. And I do want to expand the games of Skyrim. So, hands down, the first console game I played was Grand Theft Auto. Was it? Hold on, I need to look it up. It was Grand Theft Auto though. it was Grand Theft Auto 4. That was the first actual, I don't want to say, it wasn't the actual first console game I played. First console game I played was on the GameCube, and it was Harvest Moon. But for, actual, like, real games and stuff, it was Grand Theft Auto 4, and I was 10 when I played that game, by the way, here, people. Actually, no. Yeah. I was a little beat. That was that. I never touched a game except for Sims after that. It was Sims all the way until I was 15 and my father bought a PlayStation. I think it was the new PlayStation. It was like 4? 3? I don't remember. But Skyrim was the game that he got for it. And Skyrim was the game I played. I fell in love with Skyrim. It was the only thing my father and me had in common. And how are you doing, Crow? How's your stream going? Are you still alive? Yes, you are. Oof. Rip to Crow. Poor Crow.
But why was Gian Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was or is the benefactor?
Unknown.
I would have liked another Andromeda. Mass Effect Andromeda. Just because there's so many questions still unanswered.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
Awesome.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
Your father's personal logs.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. And so was our mysterious benefactor.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack.
Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR-2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
I just need to replay this.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR-2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
I hear her say Liara, but I close my eyes and all I hear is Harding from Dragon Age.
I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy, and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's
George
right.
wants me to know,
I guess we always knew there was no going back.
The person who voices Liara also voices Harding. So it's why
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
everyone needs a drink. In Dragon Age, they actually gave a,
There you are. What's all this about?
they gave, like, an arbor to, show off Mass Effect, you know?
Okay, this is the pod you told me about. Who's Elizabeth Riley?
If you could have one person back in your life, who would it be?
Well, Mom, of course. I mean... Hold on a second. Elizabeth Riley. Her initials. ER. Are you telling me?
I saw Dad's last memory. ER is Ellen Ryder. He put her here. Scott, it's Mom.
I don't... How... Wow, how is this possible?
Dad loved her that much. He wouldn't give up. Not even at the bitter end.
For a man not given to rash action, his emotion drove his decisions in the end.
This is incredible. So Dad being a pain in the ass finally paid off. I want to shake his hand. And then punch him. Why didn't he tell us?
Dad was being Dad. I'm just glad she's still with us.
Well, let's get her out of there.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
Can't we cure her, Sam? It's been 600 years.
That was your father's plan.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
Just make sure she stays safe, Sam.
We lost her once. We're not losing her again.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill, together.
Hang in there, Mom. We missed you.
And he's back to laying down on the bed.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Let's go snooping.
Locked.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Hager mentioned. Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned. There may be additional clues, Pathfinder.
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows trace.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lawn.
Yes. You're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
I'm conducting an investigation about the Solarian Ark. I wanted to check a few things.
Ah, I did hear about this. I was too busy to assist. I suppose I'll have to make the time. What do you need?
I'd like to ask Dr. Adden a few questions. Do you know him or where he is?
Oh yes. Adden's some sort of biologist. We were among the first to wake up. Difficult times. I haven't seen him since the Ark was rescued. Why Adden?
Salen Varn mentioned.
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified?
Hey, Betcha. What you doing?
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Going well, I hope?
As well as it can go with limited resources, yeah. Tiny steps.
Hi, this is Jen Garson, founder of the initiative.
Welcome back.
Hold on, I need to do my Duolingo. Also, that's awesome voice. I'm sorry I didn't say that. But, also, just so you are aware, my mom will be taking a shot tomorrow. While playing, Repo. And I will be taking one with her because she's my mom, and she basically said, "You're not going to let me do this all on our own." So yeah, there is that. Of course. Ow.
We're on course.
I am still kind of shocked by Bob's like, I want to try for 8. I'm like, 7:30 is your bedtime. You want to go until 8? She goes, yep. I was like, okay. I just put my hands up and I was like, okay. We'll do what you want. Whatever you want to do, we'll do it. She really does. Okay. Where are we going? Not there. Oh, no, not there. This could be fun. Where we're heading right there? You can like vaguely see it.
Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Solarian apartment.
No sign anyone was here. There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface.
Something was here, then dragged. That way.
Scavengers. Might be trouble.
The trail leads right to them.
Come from? They just keep spawning. As soon as one of them dies, they just spawn again.
Alive. Barely.
Pass the Metagel. Let's get him back on his feet.
Hold on, let me at least loot. Let me loot. Okay.
Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
You're sure he's okay?
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Aden in disguise.
Wait, he asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Aden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Aden used you and, my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I examined an apartment belonging to a Salarian officer, Rand Lawn. The clues there led me to you.
Interesting. That confirms my suspicions. Everything comes back to our Ark. Aden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Aden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the key to blowing it open.
Right. Except Aden got rid of anything we had on him, and I'll bet Rand Lawn has disappeared.
Aden. He forgot the dart he poisoned me with. Still in there, with the ballistics intact. Contact Aden, feign ignorance, and ask for a meeting. I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need somewhere to meet Aden, somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.
Really dragging us all over the place for this mission.
All systems green.
Now orbiting Gadara.
Let's go to the slums. Awesome. We're out of there.
What do you do for fun?
You've seen my plans.
I'm beginning to suspect that the Angaran word for fun doesn't translate well.
That's what's fun for her. I may just...
There you are. Did you investigate those leads?
I learned you're a Ket collaborator and a murderer.
Who's one victim short? So it's true. Old spies really do live forever. This old spy would punch you if he wasn't carrying evidence in his chest. I tried to give you a decent burial, Major. There was no time to convince you of our cause.
Save it, Aden. You betrayed your people. You'll never see daylight again.
My people agreed to this. Several of us woke early, prepped the Ark, and then we found the Ket, an unstoppable enemy. So we made a pact. Sacrifice our Ark to the Ket and learn their secrets, so one day we could destroy them along with their exaltation.
Hey, I know how not to get exalted. Get ourselves exalted. You idiot!
Listen, there is an empire of Ket beyond Helios. All-powerful conquerors who will invade us eventually. The secrets we learn could stop our extinction before it begins. Give us our freedom, and they're yours. Don't let this go to waste.
Put this traitor where he belongs, Major.
We have particular accommodations for collaborators.
Arrest me, and you'll never find the others. I've got nothing but time to look. I'm retired, remember? I owe you big for this, Ryder. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a militia pickup, the doctor, and the biggest drink on the Nexus.
You're just gonna need double that drink. Definitely double. Alright. Okay. On that note, how would you all feel about me switching over to Fortnite? I like to keep Fortnite on its own, so I will unstream and then restart it. I don't like keeping Fortnite and other games together just because I keep the sound on for Fortnite and it'll kind of get the VOD blocked. Well, here's the thing. We're near the end. And that end is a long stretch. So I kind of want to hold out and do like a long stream for the end, you know? And also, Fortnite's going to be having a new season tomorrow, so I need more levels